Good morning, Guzu, and welcome back to DufisTalk. My name is Christopher, and yes, indeed, that was a can of energy. Energy free from being sick, I think. I don't know. I'm gonna chance it. It's my second one today. I don't really know what today is anymore, but it's my second one. And yeah, gonna go ahead and take a giant swig of pure bliss. Anyway, whew, that tastes like battery acid, if I knew what battery acid tasted like. So here we are back in Tropico 4. I don't know if you know this, but it's raining outside. And it's about to rain in the game. Tears of horror and sadness. The panic meter is at 52. So I'm going to go ahead and move along here. Objectives for this particular recording session, I'd say get all these buildings built, and then I guess get all those journalists, and I should be okay at that point. Oh yes, and I want to do the, nope, not this. Nope. There we go. I want to enact the China Development Aid Act, which will give me 100 immigrants and give me an unemployed problem instead of a lacking workers problem. My homeless people will also just invade the island, and homelessness will be a state of being rather than the norm. I mean, will be the norm rather than the exception, which, you know, could potentially pacify them. Who knows? So yeah. All right, let's get started. Total market crash and conscription is activated. Did this happen last time? I feel like we may have gone back a bit. Oh, I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so I have 25 grand in the hopper in 3 months. That's good. Alright, so I want to start out by talking to you about tactics. Tactics is a very important thing in combat, and you completely lack them. What I'm saying about this, you can't give up the high ground, especially when fighting a troll. Oh, by the way, killing trolls is fine. They're ugly, they're not cute, they're not really an animal. I mean, you know, whatever it is, it's mystical and horrible and evil. So kill all the trolls you want. But don't give up the high ground. You know, that's all I'm saying. Couple other pointers, bears in terra firma crafts. I have notes. I'm just gonna read off my notes because I'm really whacked right now. Bears in terra firma crafts act pretty much the same. They'll leave you alone. I didn't actually know it was a bear until I came up and had like 90% of my health just annihilated in a split second. And then it started growling, so that was a pretty good indicator. But yeah, so those things. What's this? What do you want? Do you realize how many problems we have right now? We're not going to delve into greed peace right this second. Alright, so I'm set on food for life. I think we need... Uh-oh. Busy watching your pitiful empire crumble in chaos around you. Special committees. Alright, full cabinet administers. This is actually doable. Let's do this. This is the ministry. Okay. Let's see, it's not gonna work. So let's put it here and let's quick build this guy. Alright, I have known in economy, known in education, known in foreign affairs, known in interior. Alright, let me rephrase that. You want to choose people with good traits, or else you have to fire them later down the road. This is going to cost me $1,200 if I want to hire foreign ministers. And you can choose it. You like it's gain experience, vote for you, or discourage people from becoming rebels. Yeah, I'll do that. So yes, I lost my train of thought there. So I can't actually remember what I was saying at all. I mean, at all. Let's see if I have enough workers to. I do. But I'm going to hire foreign ones anyway. It's gonna cost a lot of money. Just do it. Swallow the bullet. Bite the chain. All right. So yes, I'd like to pick at a few of the things you said. One is you sort of said in glance in passing that society is better. But is society better, really? I mean, on the surface, maybe. But I mean, racism is still there. You have white people who get away scot-free with killing, young black folk. Just because they're white in the South, And there's, I don't know, I was surfing YouTube, and there was like this, white chick who had black kids, and she was crying because she didn't know how she was going to raise them to defend themselves against a world that, because their skin was just a little darker, was going to treat them entirely differently from their mom. And it's just, it's a point. Like, how do you teach kids, like, if you had black kids, right, you would have to teach them that, yes, society has improved, and, the United States is a black president and all this cool stuff, the Civil Rights Act and all this fantastic news about Martin Luther King Jr. and Nelson Mandela. But on the flip side, whites and white and blacks are still, like, ridiculously unequal in some parts of the world, in some parts of the United States. And, they're still going to have to, I mean, they can sit next to a white person on the bus, but if that white person kills them, arguably, the legal case is going to be in the favor of the white person. And you can't even pin that on me being a pessimist or whatever, or a cynic or whatever. It's true. That is a fact. There's documented court evidence, like the Trayvon Martin case and the kids in Missouri, or in Mississippi. There's, the whole gay thing. Like, there's, I follow some of my acting friends, and some of the friends of my friends, there's some guy who said that his sister's girlfriend, both of them had been found together, had killed themselves as a duo. Because of the injustice and everything. And is society better? I don't know, man. I really don't know. Maybe on a grand scale with like the DD, whatever your mineral act was, on the surface, yes, it's kind of the same thing. On the surface, yes, but when you get down to the nitty gritty, when you get down to how people live and how they have to raise their kids, I'm just gonna accelerate this. Oh, right, I need better relations with China. They're warm. Can I do this now? No. Excellent relations. But screw you, man. Screw you guys. I'm going home. The good news is we have tons of money, so let's just hire these people. Sure. Yes. El Diablo! We haven't seen you in forever. This guy says the most stupid stuff. Oh, good old El Diablo. Doesn't like immigrants. Yes. Well, like the Middle East is doing that much for me right now, so let's not support extremists. We don't support terrorists. No thank you. And sure, actually, El Diablo, why not? Support some more goods. What do I need? The ministers will reset my panic meter. The journalists. Yes, the journalists. Right, the electricity. Prelude to health. is sickness. What can you do? Elections. Should we allow elections? If we allow elections, the nationalists will be pissed, but if we disallow them, the intellectuals will be pissed. There's more nationals than intellectuals, so let's just know that we're already in the hearts of our people. Brief update, my body is getting numb right now and tingly all over, so I may or may not have a heart attack. But we'll see. Yeah, as far as living back in Spartan times to avoid technology, I agree. Every age has its drawbacks. You know, I just, here we go. Here we go. Right. What is this guy? Alright, he's a SWAT member. Ha! That's funny. Look at him be a SWAT member. Anyway. Let's give him a lot of money. Yeah, you know, every age has its problems. No one's perfect. I'm just saying, for me, you know, the way my priorities are, like the earth and all this stuff. Okay, we have so much money, we should be doing stuff with it. Let's see, right. I want nuclear power plants. Where's the oil? Where's the oil, baby? Sweet, sweet crude. You struck oil, baby. There we go. And high priority. Alright. So that should give us electricity, which we'll use to power the stuff and things. Wow, I can't think right now. It's probably not the best time for me to be doing this, but what can I say? As far as, do I think humans will be supplanted by technology? This kind of ties into the horses thing. Horses and the problems, you know, the better world. Horses haven't completely gone away. Go to some poor parts of India, horses are a godsend, or oxen or whatever, you know? I don't, you know, to have the benefits of technology, you have to have technology in the first place. And there are some parts of the world that just don't have that. So it's a, no. It's a thing, you know, it's the thing, man. It's the thing where my brain stops working and I can't talk anymore. There's all this stuff and, you know, like, things. Let's, rebel attack. Oh, there are more rebels than army people. We may lose the mine. That's not good. That's not good at all. Let's try to ward off any future disasters by creating an armory. Oh, I hate this. Ah, where are you fighting? They're fighting. Yeah, kill them! Kill them all! So basically, all the fighters are gonna migrate northeast. Oh, they're all running for their lives. Fight, you cowards! I don't like this. It's like I'm losing. This guy should be running towards the mine. And then he'll destroy it. Here we are. Like this guy is. They're all running towards the mine to defend it. Because apparently it's a position of strategic importance. It kind of is, because it's most of my money. Income. And yeah, and then they'll fight, and if all my army guys are killed, then they'll destroy the mine. If all the rebels are killed, then I'll live to do stuff and things. Yeah. Pass Social Security and a bunch of edicts here. Literacy program. Gain experience faster. Yes, this kind of living space. Don't litter, people. That's about it. Let's build them some more homes. Because I think a lot of things can be solved with just basic human necessities. And quick build these guys. Alright, so, yeah, I mean, I think the scary thing is, like, when I say the world's gonna end, or, you know, the world's gonna run out of resources, let me just buy workers here. The world's gonna run out of resources and stuff. The thing is, it's not gonna happen all of a sudden. We're all gonna die. It's gonna be an event, and then we'll be left to watch the world and society slowly disintegrate or turn into 1984 dystopia or something. You know? The 48 workers left. So, I don't have a clinic. Wow. Yeah, let's combat AIDS here or something. Not good. But yeah, so there is that. That you know, it's gonna be gradual. It's gonna be insidious, and all these cool words. Cool words, man. And in the end, we're gonna be left with a new world. And will humans be supplanted by technology? Woo! Almost lost. Yes. I would say yes. You know, it's probably gonna be through convenience. With all the apps and iPhones and all this stuff. Dangerous place to live during a hypothetical doomsday scenario. While Madagascar is the safest. This is true if you ever played Pandemic. Yeah. A new TV station, or some people will immigrate to Madagascar. Oh, this ties in nicely with that. How is my nuclear power plant coming along? Not very well. But yeah, it's gonna be gradual. It's gonna, be like apps, and then the Google glasses, and then it's gonna be implants in our eyes, and it'll basically take us over until we become technology, or technology becomes, our life. And I don't have the mental energy to describe, the science fiction ways that have already been explained, like domes on Earth and nobody goes outside because it's so polluted, etc., etc. But by the time that comes around, we'll have adapted. But I think that it'll cost us a bit of our soul as a species, a bit of our awareness of mankind, of who we are, to adapt to those changing circumstances. And but once that happens, it'll be too late. It's already started, okay, all these people. I just met someone who I used to work with when I was a busboy, and he said the most chillingly evil thing to me. He was like describing his new job and how he wanted corporate structure and security, and he wanted someone to boss over him, and he wanted someone to tell him what to do and hold him accountable. And it's kind of like Kurt J-Mac, the Farlanzer Bust. He started out as this really, nice, innocent guy who's doing a thing for a good cause. And I'm just, like I'm almost 300 episodes in, and he's just turned into, swear words, swear words, swear words, negative descriptions of people. I mean, he still has that core, but he just lined it with okay, a perfect example, the gluten-free thing. Oh my God, he's been gluten intolerant. Oh yes. It's like certain family members I won't mention, but who will listen to this and know that it's them. Sorry, but you're not. Whether you want to adopt a better lifestyle to make your body feel better, yes, of course. Fantastic. But you're not allergic to gluten. There have been scientific studies done that pinpoint, oh wow, I won! Oh, sweet majish! That was unexpected. Let's do this. Let's silence the rebels. No more rebel attacks for 3 years. But yeah. You're not allergic to gluten. Whether some psychological placebo effect has caused you to feel better or whatnot, that's great. But don't start taking other people's actual medical diagnoses and making them your fad eating disorder. Okay, sidebar. Where was I? Kurt J. Mack, yes. He visits a blog called Put This On. He's all about being an adult and making his own decisions, but if you look on, oh wow, words. Use words, Christopher. Use correct grammar. If you're basing your decisions on how to get dressed on a blog called Put This On, anyone who knows their grammar, which is obviously not me, can clearly see how ironic that is. You're not a grown-up. You're not dressing more adults. You're asking other people to tell you what to put on. He has to graduate from that to actually choosing stuff for himself and making his own fashion statement. And then from there, realizing that it really doesn't matter and he can wear whatever he wants. And yes, people will rant and rave, but at the end of the day, it's just because they're too insecure to put whatever they want and not care about what people say themselves. Et cetera, ad nauseam. What? Yes, no more oil crisis. What is the Shippo rant? Shippo rant is an attraction that replaces the restaurant. That restaurant was like $2,000 and so easy to build. Why did you take it away? Okay, well, so be it, Jedi. Anyway, what do you want? You want money? No. Oh, you need to import uranium. I'm sorry, I forgot. Import it. Import away. Okay, well. Anyway, those people who depend on corporate structures and all that, and who love their apps and go to blogs to have people tell them what to, get dressed in since their mothers aren't doing it for them anymore. Those are the people who are going to get us in a fix, who aren't going to do anything about climate change or corrupt corporations, who are going to take gluten-free diets and recycle but don't do anything about the deeper fundamental issues like racism and people getting killed, who will elect a black man to the White House but won't do anything when a black kid is shot on the street and the white person is heavily favored in court, etc., etc. That's my kind of thing. They'll ignore the little stuff because the big stuff is apparently doing something when it's not deep down where it counts. It's not preventing people from getting depressed. It's not preventing lesbian couples from committing suicide together. God, I'm getting angry just. Anyway. That's. Do I think humans will be supplanted by technology? Yes. Because Kurt J. Mack will want an app implanted in his brain that tells him what to wear in the morning. That's why I think humans will be supplanted by technology. The silence is the caffeine and the fatigue and the confusion and the lack of coherent notes I have, all taking their toll. My computer is about to run out of battery, so let me plug it in. Okay. So yeah. I'm just going to end it here because I think I need to focus my thoughts and gather my wits or gather my energies and focus my thoughts. But yes. Have we accomplished our goals? No. Well, we hopefully accomplish them in some future episode. Maybe. You can let me know if you want me to start Terraform a Craft or finish this first. Yeah, do that. Anyway, my question of the day to you is, how do we get those people to realize that they are the obstacles to the change that they so fervently propose? Back to you, my dear Guzu. My name is Chris, and this has been DufisTalk.